back for more. Leaving it behind isn't always easy, but how we tried. No more. I see you hide. The stars aligned, and we had everything to heal us. No fear, no fight, as we decide to put the distance back between us. Take it away now. Take it away now. Are you letting this go? Take it away now. Take it away now. Are you letting this go? Are you
Hello and welcome to this week's broadcast from Boise State Esports Arena. Today it is going to be, this is our third broadcast technically now from the arena, but we're going to be having our Overwatch club team in ECAC take on RPI. And Runner, we've just been informed that our club team is 3-1, so what do you predict this next game is going to be like?
Well, with it being a best of 7, I would hope for it to be a close game to where it's probably going to be somewhere around 4-2, if I had to guess.
4-2. Okay, that's a lot of Rocket League casting for me today. With that being said, we might also have a sneak peek at our rosters. We did not get those during our Overwatch game. It's a little bit easier when there's only 3 people playing for a team. So hopefully we can get a quick look at the beautiful faces that'll be playing today for our Rocket League team. But instead, we'll give you a quick rundown of how Rocket League works. It is 3v3 soccer, best of 5 competitive maps, and golden goal in sudden death. So if we are tied once that 5-minute timer goes down, then we play for whomever gets the first goal wins out that round. And sometimes it can be an own goal and you just get the goal for the other team. It happens, but with that being said, still it's a best of 5 series, best of luck to both teams. And just as a reminder, this is ECAC Collegiate Rocket League.
I mean, sometimes they need that extra help, so.
Best of 7. Oh my gosh, why do you keep doing this to me?
we love Rocket League. We love it so much. We're so excited. And so
yeah, thank you, production. They're saying you're welcome in my ear because I keep reading these best of 5 things, and I'm thinking it's best of 5. I'm happy with best of 5.
Getting the hopes up.
That good number. It's the feel good, not too exhausted. It's best of 7.
That's what we're used to from our Overwatch days as well. Imagine doing Overwatch in best of 7s. Would just be a big grind.
Yes, and now for our best of 7 Rocket League game, we have the Doc's keys to the game that hopefully our players will listen to, which is set the play style, understand rotations, and play to follow up with them sweaty comms. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. This is still a best of 7. I need to just get that like drilled in.
The more you
or,
say
like,
it is not going to help you cope with it.
a sticker right here, which is already always remember ECAC Rocket League is best of 7.
Write it down.
I'll write it down, but this is dry erase. Whatever. Okay.
It's fine. No one's going to erase it. Just say, Nerdy put this down. It's fine. But as we get ready to jump into a best of 7 for Rocket League, this is
Really gonna draw it in.
our club team as well. So we were going to tease of what our lineup might be. And this is Boise State in the orange with Hey Rico Styles and Trigo here to kick things off. They were able to win the 50-50 and quickly keep the ball on RPI's side. Right now it's going to be a battle of who can get the setup as Bottle's able to center actually quite nicely, but Styles is going to end up knocking it up in the air.
Hey, Rico looking to snag the ball off the wall. Does. Gonna have Trigo come in for the follow-up. Gets a beautiful redirect from Styles actually into the goal. 25 seconds in, the Broncos are leading by 1.
That's what we like to see, take an early lead. This is something Doc said in Overwatch all the time, is win that first fight. They got that first goal, which just gives them that motivation of the leg up as well to keep that momentum rolling in their favor. But right now, RPI got a beautiful opening with Boise State not able to rotate to goal in time. Means we are 1-1.
Kickoff goes in favor of Styles from the Broncos. Don't really know how that awkward read happened for them, but it did. Now I have Ian elevating with the challenge in the air coming from Trigos. Hey, Rico carrying the ball across midfield, stripe centering to Styles. There's nobody home for RPI, and with that, the Broncos now put themselves in the lead by 1 with 4 minutes on the clock.
Noticing both these teams like playing very aggressively and not having a consistent player stay near the goal, because both or all 3 of these times now, we've seen the goal be pretty clear of any defender. So right now, Boise State able to be that +1 right now. It's looking good. With Styles having both of the goals for them, no less. Trigo's just being that support player, trying to deny any rotation that RPI is putting out right now. Styles with a nice defense here. Trigo's able to clear her, but Styles just barely misses it in the air to try to clear it down mid. So now Ian's going to have to go on full defense as Hey Rico has a beautiful shot, but is unable to follow it up off the left crossbar, which will allow RPI to clear it.
Trigo's corrals the ball, brings it up into the wall, but they have Ian right in front of them.
Ooh, Bottle with a nice clear in mid to try to set it up. Hey Rico's going to have to go for the retreat. Ian had an open goal, but 2 defenders of Boise State were there, so he's going to get the follow-up from Dine. That will be 2-2.
3 minutes, 12 seconds left on the clock. We are basically at the It's Complicated 0-0. Kickoff goes in favor of RPI, but Hey Rico grabs it, takes it into the corner. It's a 2-on-1. No Broncos are rotating forward to help out. Ball crosses right in front of the net from Styles, but there isn't another shot in from the Broncos.
Yeah, Trigo's with a nice setup, but Bottle's there with the deny. And now Bottle is able to take that ball over to the Boise State side as Styles tries to clear out of the corner, but almost sets it up for Dine. Thankfully, Trigo's is there with the save. So Boise State can stay in this tiebreaker and not be down 1. They have yet to be down 1 so far, but now Hey Rico's going up against, able to pass up 1, but Dine is there with the follow-up. So right now it's a battle in the mid to try to maintain ball control. Trigo's with a nice setup, but was unable to complete it for Styles, as Styles now trying to battle on the right side. Trigo's once again with another nice clear. Hey Rico tries to go for the shot, but with the double defender on goal right now, RPI is playing all-out defense. Can Styles get there in time, but it bounces off the right bar, saving Boise State.
Ian with possession has, it looks like an awkward double commit from their team come in. Styles trying to corral it around 1 player from RPI. Does manage to do it for a moment. Ian comes back in to play disruption. Dine at the midfield. Bottle comes in, pops it up over 1, but it's not going to be able to get it past Styles and clears it to the side. Ian trying to keep this opportunity alive. Thwarted yet again by Styles.
Yeah, they're just trying to clear the ball out of this corner right now. Boise State needs to try to get it over to RPI side, and Trigo's will be able to start that momentum forward. But Ian is there with the now, so we're just going from corner to corner right now. Tries to clear it through the mid, but Hey Rico is there with it in that. Quickly followed out by Bottle. It's just back and forth. Styles, but a shot on goal is going to be denied by Hey Rico. Just in that top right corner. For Boise State having to play the defense of their life, as RPI is just unrelenting aggression here. With even 2 on goal, they're not able to deny it. RPI finally takes the lead with only 1:15 remaining.
seconds. Plenty of time for the Broncos to find the equalizer for themselves, but RPI is looking for an extra goal to ensure that there is no buzzer beater opportunity to send us into overtime for the Broncos. You do see a demolition come out onto Hey Rico. Ball is volleyed to the backboard on RPI's defensive third. Popped up into the net. He goes over the defenders, and we are tied 3-3. 1 minute left on the clock. It is anybody's game.
Yeah, Broncos trying to maintain this match as a nail-biter. Scoring a goal in that 15 seconds was impressive, but right now they're going back on the defense game as RPI wants to bring back that lead. And so now clearing it on the left side, Trigots is able to set it up for Hey Rico and is going to be able to get the goal there. So now Boise State is once again in the lead.
Only leading by 1 with 45 seconds on the clock. That's plenty of time for RPI to find the equalizer. Broncos wanting to get one more goal here to ensure that they don't need to deal with overtime and can go into game number 2. A leg up over RPI. Ball at the midfield. Trigots has a whiff. Ball pitched up towards the ceiling. It's going to be an elevation from Bottle. Shot on goal. Saved by Trigots.
Yeah, Boise State's just had to play some phenomenal defense. And so when it comes to RPI, they've just been all out aggression, can be very tiring, especially in a best of 7 with this only being the first match and with 15 seconds remaining. Boise State looks like they're going to be able to take this one, but with how much pressure is being applied to their goal right now, they're going to have to be playing very safe. Instead, they're going to take the ball into an area, but a setup is going to be quickly denied by Trigots. So now it's on to Dine to try to get this shot, but once again denied putting the ball down. Boise State's going to take round 1.
And you can see we do have a crowd in the arena tonight cheering on the Broncos. Thank you everyone for being here with us this evening. Game number 1 was a little bit too close for comfort for me personally.
Definitely a good kickoff to this best of 7, keeping the action alive. I mean, consistent back and forth. RPI took the lead only once, so they're probably planning to be a little bit more aggressive going forward. Boise's playing very well defense, and they had a few slip-ups, so it's just really tightening up those rotations, maybe a little bit of comm work, but going into this, they're looking good. They were able to deny overtime as well.
I don't want game 2 to be that close. I don't, simply put.
You want to see that 4-0?
I want to see a 4-0 sweep, and I know the Broncos can do it. Like,
we've seen them do it plenty of times.
I'm not even throwing down the gauntlet here. It's like they are capable of doing it, and they know full well that they are.
They will do it.
Exactly. So it's not even a challenge. It's me just being like, okay, just do it, and they're just going to respond by doing it.
Just do it. Famous quote from Shia LaBeouf himself. Just do it. So now kickoff goes in the favor of RPI here, but in Boise State. The color is already throwing me off. Broncos blue is not the case. They're in the orange. Right now, it's Ian on the offensive, and the first demo we've seen of the game is going to go on to Dine, so that gives the Broncos the leg up.
Styles chasing after possession, has Rico come in. Rico's all 3 members coming in to make the play happen. 23 seconds on the clock. Broncos find the first goal. All 3 members, I believe, getting a nice touch to facilitate that. On kickoff. Styles taking down Dine. Opportunity for the Broncos to aggress into the defensive third of RPI's side of the field.
Ooh, have a nice setup down mid. Rico is there to keep the pressure and the ball on the side of RPI. Styles tries to go for the clear here with the denial. Balls back in the Broncos corner, trying to get the clear out. Finally able to, but Dine's there. They're unable to deny as a bounce off the top. And that is the 3rd demo onto Dine within the first minute of this match. Boise State has a vendetta right now, but a nice goal shot will be denied by his own teammate bouncing off the top of his car.
I mean, I'm all here for the demo play style, as anyone who's watched the Broncos play before knows. I love me some demos. With that being said, Dine, I'm sorry you're the one with the target on your back. It's just what happens. Trigots, the picking position for this perfect little touch.
A very clean pass off the wall, and with the aerial, it came down to the 50-50 of high or low. It went low, and the defender went high, and Boise State's able to get their 2nd goal in a 2-0 here.
Now Styles looking to corral around Bottle. Get the pass Bottle. Can they get the pass Ian? They will. Hey, Rico comes in to elevate as we ran out of boost. Now it's going to go off that corner. Awkward reset here. Ian's going to find the clear, send it into the corner in Bronco defensive territory. Styles volleys it across midfield stripe.
Bounce over his head.
We can beat Dine. We can have Styles come in. Styles does. That puts the Broncos in the lead by 3. 3 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock. Might as well say minute 5 seconds per goal if RPI is looking to equalize.
Yeah, Boise State really coming in here and having a much less closer game, which is what we wanted to see here on as of just doing it as they're able to clear the ball over to the side of RPI. They have taken to the aggressive play style, and it's been working for him. They've had some very nice duo plays, and right now Trigots is looking to get that set up, but he has no teammate to follow up as they were picking up boost as they are all very low. Trigots still has yet to pick one up, has to go all the way back to the corner, but Rico doesn't even need the help. He's able to get it himself.
All right, Broncos now leading by 4. RPI trailing at that 0 scoreline in this next kickoff. Bottles cleanly wins it, but Styles is going to grab it off the back wall. Looks like they're looking to go coast to coast with it. Pops it up, gets it past. Nope, never mind, can't get it past the first defender. He's going to bounce it off the wall. Trigo's looking for an opportunity. Instead, it's going to be dying to get a touch on it and slow down the momentum.
Yeah, Boise State right now up 4-0. Finally, Ian's able to get an opening and send it down mid, but Styles there with the knife. He finally has some follow-up from Bottle, but is unable to secure that shot on the goal, and it goes high. Trigots is able to clear it in the bottom right, but Dine is there with the denial. Bottle has a nice setup here, but Styles is in the goal with the denial, followed by Trigo. So it's consistent shots. Finally, we're seeing RPI bring out their aggression, but hey, Rico with another shot on goal is going to be denied. This is RPI is going to have to dedicate a defender here since they're so far behind and only 2 minutes remain.
Hey, Rico looking to pitch the ball off the ceiling and give it to Styles. Unfortunately, Styles has to come in after Ian gets a touch on that ball. Ball being corralled by Trigo to the corner against 2. Manages to get it past them both, but does look like we have one come in and demo. Hey, Rico, I believe that was Bottle. Ball still inside RPI's defensive half. Trigo steals it away, gets it over 1. Can they get it past another? They're going to have Hey Rico come in. It hits the top crossbar. Ball's going to be cleared to the side, still in RPI's half.
Yeah, just a hair high there. Once again, bouncing off that crossbar. Or Boise State can just get it a foot or 2 lower. That will be goal. And instead, Hey Rico does it off the left. So Boise State is up 5-0. And there's a minute 17 remaining.
I'm not even going to attempt to do the math that you need to like every goal per how many seconds right now, because I can cleanly say with complete confidence the Broncos are going to be the ones to win this one out. If I am wrong, I give them the right to yell at me from this stage, but I really don't think I'm going to be wrong. Ian, you can try to get the morality goal here. RPI really needs one to go into the next game confidently.
And I think the demos were definitely in Boise State's favor, especially with how much they targeted Dine has paid off in spades for them. And also looking at the sides of the accolades of how aggressive Boise State was, all of those shots on goal paid off in strides here. They try to go for another one, but RPI had a very nice clear and denial there. Styles trying to reset it in 50-50 for his team, and we'll pass it over to Trigots, who with the help of Styles is able to get that momentum forward.
That was a beautiful tee-off play. Didn't work out. There was a defender who rotated into position. Bottle, though, has no boost whatsoever, so they're trying to just keep the pace up with the Broncos and are struggling. Same with Ian.
Nice shot.
Starving is happening right now. The Broncos taking away that resource. And now the Broncos all need boost. The shot on goal hits the crossbar and it's set to the side by Hey Rico.
3 seconds. 2-1. All right, we're in overtime. They just need to ground it, and we will head into round number 3. There it is.
I do believe Dine was going to try to go for the, miracle goal there. There was no time left on the clock. They almost had the nose of their car in place to prevent it from hitting the ground. But either way, you could have just opened the opportunity to allow the Broncos to get another goal, and that's kind of just as bad. So
sometimes in those situations, got to put it down, go next, and it seems that was RPI's goal there. So going into round 3, you had a tie and then a stomp. So now going into this, is it the reverse sweep from RPI, or do Broncos continue that momentum forward? I think they continue that momentum forward because they had such a dominating game there. They had a lot of good passing plays and a lot of good denials coming up from RPI. And as we both love, the demos were in their favor. We only saw 1, maybe 2 demos from the side of RPI, so maybe turn up the boost and go for oil here.
Brenner wasn't even trying to tone down the fact that the Broncos swept game 2. He just
gotta
jumped
say how it is.
Into it was a stomp.
You just do it.
I try to soften the impact on it. I get it, but it is a best of 7. So Broncos still need to win 2 more games in order to win. If they win this one, it puts them at series point. We'll have to wait and see. The next 5 minutes will tell. RPI needs to do something different, whether it be allay the demos or introduce them themselves. Ball is once again in the defensive third of RPI's half of the field.
Yeah, 2v2 to win that 50-50, and Boise State will end up taking it. Tree Goats trying to bounce it off that right crossbar. Styles trying to reset it up. Bottles just misses it by a hair, but he has his teammate coming out of gold to clear it for him. Now Rico's tries to go for the shot, but Ian is there for just a hair too high to maintain that ball control. So now Styles is going to reset.
Demolition over onto Ian. Ball is being corralled by 2 players of RPI in the corner. Still on RPI's half of the field. Broncos putting on a lot of pressure, keeping them corralled up against their own
nice
goal.
setup.
Great pop up there from, I believe that was Dine, prevents a goal scoring opportunity from the Broncos.
Can see why they focused him on the demos last match, but so far we've only seen one onto Ian. So hopefully Boise State can continue that aggressive playstyle that has worked out so well for them. And this is the longest we've seen a goal not be scored by Boise State, because they've been very consistent to get it within at least that first minute. So RPI playing much better this time around, respecting how well Boise State's been playing here. And now they're trying to get control of the mid, but Tree Goats is there with the aerial denial. They are stacked up in the corner, but Rico's able to knock it up in the air and disrupt it. So Styles goes with a nice duo pass from the ground, and that's a goal.
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't think you can hear our own Broncos, specifically our own Rocket League team in the arena, but I was extremely caught off guard by one of them just getting very boisterous just now. I was going to say only took, almost 2 minutes for the Broncos to find that first goal. Now we're ticking down just past 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here. Broncos looking for another goal to make sure they have secured that winning position for themselves.
RPI just had the double demo occur both onto Tree Goats and Rico, and they were still unable to counteract Styles, who cleared the ball over to their side. Ian just trying to reset the ball here and get a play for Dine, who's up in the air, but the ball is just a hair too high, and Boise State's able to clear it. The pressure is on, and unable to get the backflip in time.
Oh no, I think it was in time.
1-1.
It just went in the wrong direction from the back. Own goal. They happen.
Rocket League physics not in their favor this time around, so we are 1-1. Just now approaching the halfway point. It's definitely a much closer resemblance of the first match we saw. So RPI really coming to their own right now, but Styles with a nice player up in the top, keeping the ball in the air. Tree Goats is there with the ball, but Dine's there with the denial.
Styles goes for the challenge against Bottle. It ends up going to Rico off the pitch. Gonna get hit down off the backboard. Elevation from Dine, gets past one from an unfortunate miscalculation from a Bronco. Styles looking to read this one off the ground and corral it in the corner.
Yeah, RPI did not have the boost to follow that up, so they're just gonna have to give it up to the control of Boise State in that corner, and finally clearing it over to the side of RPI. Boise State has the full boost to counteract this. All 3 of them go for the ball in the middle. That will be a head-on collision. Went for a shot on goal, and that's the top left corner. Gonna secure it for him. On to the next 50-50. We'll go over to the side of the Broncos, passing it off to the right side, allowing them for a very quick goal. Back to back. It went from the 1-1 to 1-3. Goes in Boise State's favor once again, but Dine is there with the denial this time, and Bottle clears it off to the right side, right into the clutches of Boise State, trying to set it up for their 4th goal.
Do they really need a 4th goal? I don't know. They've got 97 seconds though to make it happen. We could see 2 more goals in that amount of time with how the Broncos have been acting lately. Tree Goats trying to bring the ball to midfield. Stripe is thwarted by Bottle, so.
That's the nice setup, but with all 3 defenders there and his other 2 teammates still on their side, RPI is not able to follow that up. So the Broncos will once again take control down mid, and the 50-50 goes into the favor of Styles. Bottle's there with the clear, and the demo onto Styles means that RPI has a chance to try and clear this ball and get a goal of their own as it comes flying across, but Styles respawns in time to deny that. Tries to go for another demo, but did not have the speed in his favor. Shot onto goal will just go a hair high to the top right and denied. Dine with another demo onto Rico. That's the 2nd one for Rico on this round.
Ball is right in front of the Broncos net, but Tree Goats is going to grab it and just bring it up off the wall. It takes a bounce off
Nice
the
setup.
ceiling. Iodine, though, gonna go down because Heiriko realized they were gonna lose possession. Might as well take the other player out instead.
30 seconds remaining. Broncos looking very good to win this third round, unless RPI can get a goal in every 10 seconds. So quick math here, but it looks like they'll not be able to get the first 10 seconds with the ball on their side. Finally, the two dedicated defenders will leave their own court and try to get on the aggression here to try to score one of these goals, but Heiriko's going to quickly deny them. It's a 50-50 between he and Ian, and that will score a goal, securing this third round for the Broncos.
Now the Broncos are at match point.
It's what you wanted.
Do they whiff it?
I'd be flabbergasted if they were able to choke that hard.
Y'all are cute. All three of you are very cute, and I appreciate it. Okay. All right. They're giving us some YMCA there. All right.
They needed that fourth member for the A.
They
They only have a YMC.
Wow. That was a little mean. But right now, Broncos looking to close this one out in a 4-0 sweep. Exactly what I was asking for in the very beginning of this broadcast. Let's see if they can do it. They've got 5 minutes to prove me right, because so far we haven't predicted against them. But I did kind of throw out some bad karma by saying, what if they whiff it? And I doubt they will.
The reverse sweep would be a sad sight for us as a Boise State broadcast, but at the same time, it would be amazing to see RPI be able to pull that off, especially after the first round was pretty close, but the next two were pretty hard stomps for the Broncos. So if RPI is able to just completely reverse sweep, I mean, they would deserve it at that point. But right now, the Broncos are looking to be kind of in that 90-10 split of that's the way this round's going to go.
You're not hungry enough. You don't deserve it, according to Brenner.
I mean, hey, anything is possible, and they got 5 minutes to prove it. And they are off to a good start, finally winning their first 50-50.
Well, ball at the midfield. It's in Bronco possession. We have Dine push it forward, try to pop it up past Rigo. It's going to be a 50-50 challenge, and Rico will come in to help out. Styles and Bottle going for possession. Bottle pushes it towards the Bronco goal. Trigots cuts in, pops it up, crossing midfield stripe. It's in the back third of RPI territory.
Ooh.
Clear happens. Whipped on by Styles, so it crosses into the back third of Broncos territory.
That was a nice pass, just a little bit late on that response time, so Bottle is able to get a nice shot on goal, but it's just gonna barely bounce off the crossbar, and Trigots is there with the clear. RPI had no follow-up there as they've been consistently committing 2 defenders rather than 2 attackers like Boise State has of any of 3 of these players because they rotate out so cleanly. RPI really struggling on the comms right now.
Styles going forward, has to play around Bottle and Ian. Ball's going to take a ricochet off the ceiling. It looks like it was planned to go to Trigots. So it's going to be dunked down by Ian, pushed on by Bottle, but both came forward and the ball went back. And with that, there's no defenders left. Boise State finding the first goal, 3 minutes, 43 seconds on the clock.
And no demos up to this point.
You don't always need to play demo game. You just put the fear of the possible demo in their hearts.
They just have to be threatened by the possibility that the demo might come out from any angle.
Exactly. Once you are like demolition derby heavy, the next round or even like the next minute, you don't have to be. The idea of you coming at someone forces them out of the way.
It's like a jump scare. You never know when it's going to happen, but once it happens, there's not going to be another one for a while.
Exactly. You got to keep them on their toes, and that's what the Broncos are doing right now.
And it's been paying off in spades for them right now as they're currently 1-0. RPI not looking too good, but they got 3 minutes to try to bring it back. And this is a good look for them as Ian's able to get it set up for Bottle. He'll try to pass it back to Dine, but Heiriko's able to deny it, and they're all on Bronco's side, but the shot goes wide off the left crossbar. Trigo tries to recenter it here, but both end up missing it off the ground. 3 times! Styles is finally there to try to deny it, but they have to go back for the defense.
They can just reset it. We've got Heiriko with possession in the air, gonna go coast to coast with it, coast to crossbar. That will coast to midfield stripe. It works.
Too many coasts and crosses, but a nice denial of that 50-50 made the ball go high, and he just was too low with the jump. Boise State has a very nice setup, but Bottle is there with the clear. Now a nice shot on goal coming out from Dine will be denied by Styles. Heiriko just barely too early for the ball. Instead, it's just going to be set up for Trigots, but will then be denied back to back.
Styles gonna pinch the ball off against that corner. Ian will grab it from midfield. It goes high. Styles off the back wall. Gonna play it to the... Ooh, look to play it to a centering opportunity, but Dine did get a touch on it. Ball at the midfield.
Rico.
Bottle with a great pit maneuver, ends up getting a touch on it. It's going to be popped up in the corner. Ian comes in looking to corral it, but instead it's going to end up with Trigo.
Nice
They hit
setup.
the crossbars. There's a follow-up. There's a demo. Two go
They're trying
down.
to do it, but Ian's there with another denial. He's playing the defender of the century for RPI, and both of the Broncos are in the goal, while unable to get that shot. And Styles was too far back in the mid, and without enough boost to keep up with it, as he's completely ran out.
I don't think it's Dine that needs to be demoed. It's Ian.
Ian has definitely come into his own as
It's a
that number one defender.
It is a compliment, Ian. Trust me.
Oh, 100%. But he is unable to deny Hey Rico, as Dine was the defender there. So Rico
I
will
told you, you
get
don't need
that
to demo
second goal.
Dine. You just need a demo Ian. Dine was there, didn't work out.
But they
Had
haven't
Ian-
even needed the demo so far.
True, but had Ian been there, they might have needed the demo.
It's all about the mind games. They're scared of getting demoed now.
Truly. Now we got Trigo to possession, bringing it off
Minute
the
remaining.
wall, dunking it down to Styles, but two commit on it. Two defenders were necessary to shut Styles down.
Oh,
Hey
Hey
Rico goes for the double, and
Oh,
double
three.
commit. Was that a triple? That was a triple.
That was all three to stop a single man of Hey Rico.
That's glorious and disgusting at the same time.
We got 40 seconds remaining for RPI to get 2 goals,
Come
and
on,
they just
guys.
got one.
What? Guys, it's okay, it's okay. You got a 1 goal lead now. You got to play some clean Rocket League. 38 more seconds. All that I ask. Clean Rocket League.
It's going to be all-out defense for the Broncos here, but the demo's going to go out onto Trigo's. RPI is deciding to go all-out aggression to try to get this second goal and head us into overtime sudden death. So the Broncos are just going to need to play all-out defense, and it looks like it's going to be in their favor. And now they can turn that into offense with Styles off the backboard. That's going to be goal number 3 and secure this best of 7 for the Broncos with only 15 seconds remaining. RPI, if you could score 2 goals in the span of 10 seconds now, I will tip my hat to you that I don't even have on my head.
4 seconds. You can hear the crowd virtually. Ball hits the ground. Looks like Hey Rico's just going to let it ground
There it
itself.
is.
And with that, Broncos walk away with a 4-0 victory.
The thing we wanted happened, came to fruition. We didn't jinx it. There was no caster curse. Broncos with the sick -3 score. It was actually a 4-0, but there it is. We got it. It's been a hectic night.
I mean, we didn't fully get our Battle Mercy during our Overwatch broadcast.
It's
so
better
at
than
least-
anything we've had in the past, so I'll take it.
Yeah, so at least me requesting the
We brought it
4-0
back.
sweep, we
brought it
work
back.
out. And if you yourself are interested in joining us here as part of the Boise State Esports family, Boise State Esports is always looking for new students to join us on our varsity teams, as well as broadcasted on-screen talent, top talent, along with good grades, and eligibility can improve your chances as well. Go to boisestate.edu/esports for more info on how you can join the Broncos.
Well, some fantastic play from our Club Rocket League team. Now 4-1 for this ECAC League. Big hearts out to our players, able to close it out for a night in a 4-0, making the desk happy, unlike the Overwatch team. So thank you very
That was
much.
shade. We're both Overwatch players and we're throwing shade at them. But we have one more task, and that's the ICCU player of the game. We've got Trigoats, probably Styles, and Hey Rico all up there, but we only get to pick one. If it's one, who's it going to be?
Everyone had their moment in the sun, but based off of demos and who RPI feared the most, I'm going to give it to Hey Rico.
I'm going with Styles. I think we gave it to Hey Rico like literally last week, so I want to spread the love around. So I'm going with Styles for my prediction for ICCU player of the game. It's ultimately up to production, so hopefully none of them hold it against me. I really hope they don't. I'm just giving suggestions.
It's not like we stormed our last broadcast into clear or anything, so.
No, not at all. Not like
at
we
all.
had
No, of
any
course
sort
not.
of sway on clear pulling out the pistol and pistol whipping someone unsuccessfully. Let the record show.
And super jumping fail.
Yeah,
So.
that really broke my heart. Blizzard, I hope you saw that. I hope the game devs saw how broken Super Jump is and how it don't work no more.
Player of the game for our club team,
Styles. Styles.
Styles versus Hey Rico. That's where we are. Trigoats, we love you as well. but
Aw,
we will
you
have
guys
to
are so
wait and
sweet.
see who it is. It's Tree Goats.
We're completely off base. All right, Tree Goats, you are ICCU Player of the Game. The Player of the Game is brought to you by the Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. Tree Goats is the Idaho Central Credit Union Player of the Game. Congratulations. We get to watch some of your pop-off moments here, possibly see you just demo someone as well. Yep, yeah, we saw you just completely take someone out of the play. And
Demos make everyone happy.
Yes, they make me very happy. And then we see you come in and get a fabulous goal. And that was the first one there for the first game, so it set the pace. Definitely was needed. I do believe all members could have received the ICCU Player of the Game.
Especially in Rocket League. I mean, doing the player trio, we always know who 3 it's going to be. So everyone had their moment in the sun, like I said prior, and seems that Tree Goats just came out on top this time, and the club team is going to have plenty of more time to be showcased for everyone here. So thank you so much for making us happy with all of the demos and the 4-0. Overwatch team, take plenty of notes, and we only throw so much shade at you because we love you.
Truly, and now that does mean our club team is currently up 4-1 as their
very
game's
good record
goes, and that's awesome to hear. Congratulations. Wait, yeah, okay. I was like, I thought you were counting at first, and I was like, is my math really that bad? But with that being said, that does close out our final Rocket League broadcast for the evening. Before we end things, do you have any notes with regards to our Rocket League broadcast?
We always love seeing more demos, and I think they played phenomenally. They're maintaining their consistent win record right now, and I'd love to see that continuing going forward. Obviously, this team is very passionate about what they're doing very well at, as we can hear in the background, so keep it up.
All right. With that being said, that is the end of our broadcast. Congratulations to all of our Rocket League team that played today and our Overwatch team from earlier. We will close out today with the top 5 plays of the game presented to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs, offering $20,000 in bonuses and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. For those of us here at Boise State and the Bronco family, have a good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, get plenty of sleep, and stay hydrated. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ball control, so now Styles is going to reset.
Demolition over onto Ian. Ball is being corralled by 2 players of RPI in the corner. Still on RPI's half of the field. Broncos putting on a lot of pressure, keeping them corralled up against their own
nice
goal.
setup.
Great pop up there from, I believe that was Tree Goats. Corrals the ball, brings it up into the wall, but they have Ian right in front of them.
Ooh, Bottle with a nice clear in mid. To try to set it up. Rico's going to have to go for the retreat. Ian had an open goal, but 2 defenders of Boise State were there, so he's going to get the follow-up from Dime. Will be denied by his own teammate bouncing off the top of his car.
I mean, I'm all here for the demo play style, as anyone who's watched the Broncos play before knows. I love me some demos. With that being said, Dime, I'm sorry you're the one with the target on your back. It's just what happens. Tree Goats, the cherry picking catch, perfect little touch.
A very clean pass off the wall. Yeah, RPI did not have the boost to follow that up, so they're just going to have to give it up to the control of Boise State in that corner and finally clearing it over to the side of RPI. Boise State has the full boost to counteract this. All 3 of them go for the ball in the middle. That will be a head-on collision. Wait for a shot on goal, and that's the top. That will be a head-on collision. Wait for a shot on goal, and that's the top left corner. Going to secure it for him. To the next 50-50. We'll go over to the side of the Broncos, passing it off to the right side, allowing them for a very quick goal.